Hey,
Hey,
James, great to be on the call with you.
yeah, how are you today, sir?
Very good. Very honored to be on the call. Thank you for booking this time. Did you
Yep.
get a chance to watch my short little video?
No, actually, I didn't.
No
I'm
worries.
sorry.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
that's
It-
only no apologies needed. That's just to save time. But the idea of this call is for me to get to know you and see how I can help you in this business. So tell me your story, your journey into real estate and what I can do to help.
yeah, for sure. As long as you promise to tell me yours and do the same, right?
Yeah, mine's definitely all on video, so you can catch up with that. I know we've only got 15 minutes, so I do want to,
Okay.
yeah, find out who you
Yeah,
are.
I'll try to be quick and then I'll go watch the video right after this.
Yeah.
Um, so I did my first mortgage loan as a mortgage broker in 2002. And then when the housing market crashed around '07, '08, I became a financial advisor with Edward Jones
Okay.
for 5 years.
That's a good
And
firm. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and then once they kind of reformed all the licensing and got stricter with the guidelines and kind of regulated that mortgage industry, I went back and got licensed. So I've been doing that for about a decade now. So the first five was mortgages, the next five was financial advisor, then back to mortgages. And then we moved down to Florida for my kids to go to a sports academy down there, and so I got my real estate license down there. But then my wife got sick with cancer in
Oh,
June of 23.
oh,
And then unfortunately we lost her in
I'm sorry for your loss. Yeah.
yeah, thanks.
Wow.
January of 24. So it was a 7-year battle. We were married 19 years together,
Oh,
23. It
wow.
that's been brutal. But one of the things that I did, and always wanted to be a real estate investor, so I had the financial advising background, the mortgage broker background, and so I worked with people who are financial advisors as advising them with their money, and then also as a lender working with advice with investors as well. So I was always intrigued by that, and so I part of my recovery and everything is I took like 6 months off and I just said, okay, I need to keep my mind busy. So that's when I found Gator lending, very close to mortgage lending. So I'm like, okay, so I started learning about that. And then I did sub two, uh, owners club, astro flipping, basically just Grant Cardone's program. I mean, basically I needed to keep my mind busy,
Yes.
and so I wanted to learn it, and I told myself, give myself 6 months and then get going. So 6 months was up right at the end of July. So I've been working now about 2 months, trying to just kind of figure out, where I fit in and how I can help others and and grow my business now, and take care of my family. We have kids, 3 kids, that I'll have to put through college and things like that. So
How
yeah,
old are
just
your
really
kids
kind of getting
now?
going.
How old are
I
your
have
kids?
my daughter. Yeah, my daughter's 21, and then I have twin boys that are 16.
Okay, wow. Okay, yeah, still very young. Yeah, very young. Wow. What's the story? My journey, I lost a wife as well in 2017, so
Oh,
I
I'm
really
sorry to hear
feel the
that.
pain. And yeah,
Yeah,
it kind of you end up reshaping your life because you lose part of yourself, don't you? And it's unimaginable pain and adjustments. And I admire what you've done. You've joined all the right uh, uh, real estate gurus, shall we say? They hate being called that, but they are. They're good
yeah.
mentors, and you've got a great background there. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? What's your goal?
So my thought process is, I have some of my own money and funds and things. I mean, to be honest, what I've got invested and put away, I'm really comfortable
Mm.
with that. So my thought process, instead of using my money right away to lend, my thought process is to try to generate as much income as I can, mortgage brokering, real estate deals as an agent, and then probably some wholesaling,
Yeah.
and then brokering deals on the Gator side, leveraging Pace and Abraham, or other private money lenders that are looking to lend. I mean, I think that I'd be pretty good at underwriting fix and flips and things like, underwriting deals and structuring deals and things like that. So my thought is to get as much active income as I can from the skills that I have, and then put that into longer term wealth building type
Yeah.
stuff. So instead of like using my money and then risking all that, I'm like, okay, I have some skills, I can generate some income, and then use that to either lend out or buy
You're a
some
very
rentals or
wise
whatever.
man, James. Most people do it wrong. They think when they get a little bit of money that they can magnify it. I've made that mistake myself. Ask me how I know. You haven't got the skills yet, and you don't realize you haven't got the skills yet. You've got to develop the skills to generate the money. And what you said is perfect, because once you've got that skill and you generate money, in other words,
Yeah.
not using your own, that's how to create wealth. Those are the skills you're going to put into play. And I would even go as far as to say, don't use any of your own money. And if you listen to Grant, who you've already said, he says
Yeah.
start each day as zero. You got no money.
Yeah.
That's the platform we need to be on. And you
Yeah.
said it as well. The danger is having money because you think, oh, I'm comfortable. So you slack back. You're not on full throttle.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
so we need to be at full throttle to make our business actually work. It demands it, whatever the business is. It demands 100% commitment and focus to be
Yeah.
successful. And else
Yeah.
it fails, I mean, we know that from Rich Dad Poor Dad, right? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
yes, most businesses fail, and they fail because we're not 100% all in. So I think your thinking is great, and it's what I look back on and all the mistakes that I made, and what my business has failed in the past, thinking
Well,
when the people say, "Oh, people, if you have money, you'll make money," right? I mean, no, no, it doesn't. No, it's the skills and utilizing that and deploying that money and how you think going forward. So I
well,
can,
I think everything I've learned to this point in my life is because of the mistakes that I made uh, along the way.
right.
Um, and that's kind of how we got here. So I had a lot of time to kind of stew on it, and figure out like what I thought would be the right way
Hmm.
to handle things and go into things. And when I look at some of it, maybe made some mistakes and bought some programs or invested in some things that whatever. But I look at that as that's an investment in myself that is going to shape the rest of my journey, or the next
Right.
chapter in my journey. Anyways, I mean, as you mentioned, you lost your wife, which I'm sorry to hear. I wish nobody had to go through that. It's crazy. But I never thought in a million years that I would be doing this without her, but I don't have a choice. Like, nobody asked. That's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
cards
Right.
that we were dealt, and now I need to make her proud and set a good example for my kids.
Hmm.
I'd like to, legacy wise and long term wise. Like, my boys are 16, so I started them basically as kind of education program. I had them read, Rich Dad Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich.
Hmm.
Um, Listen to some podcasts and things like that over the summer, just to kind of get them thinking in the entrepreneurial spirit. But I'd like to set a good example for them. And 5 years I'll be, well, actually it's 6 years, because 2 more years of high school get them through college. So I'll be 53. Hopefully by then I've kind of built something that can kind of build myself out of it as
Hmm.
more of that investor, business owner portion of it.
Yeah.
But I don't mind for the first however many years grinding it out and building it up, because I looked at it like, okay, well, how can I start at the top and just build it underneath me? And it's like,
Yeah.
uh, I don't know if that's going to happen. Like, I got to actually do the work,
That's right.
right? And put everything I got into it.
Hmm.
and do it right. And then eventually kind of get the process and the systems and the people and,
Yeah,
kind of build
yeah,
myself out of.
it
But
does.
right
It
now,
takes time.
yeah, that all sounds good. But right now I'm really just trying to get started. And, I've met a few people, through the communities and things. But I haven't been real active, in,
Okay,
that.
that's one area where I would encourage you, James, to step it up. It's to me, Pace says it all the time. It's about networking and upgrading your network continually.
Yeah.
So you cast the vision, you see the vision, and then you look at who has achieved that vision or can help you towards that vision. And then you do so many networking events a day. So what we're doing now is a networking event. You see, yeah, we're getting to know each other, which is great because we can help each other. Once we discover our niches, as it were, even if it doesn't hit our niche, I'm the next person I talk to. I might say, "Oh, James is niche there," and then I can do a referral. You see, and we help each other
Yeah.
grow. It is a team sport. Not everybody gets to score the goal, right? You pass the ball, and
Yeah.
the next guy gets to score the goal, right? So, but the whole team wins when that happens, right? uh,
Absolutely.
yeah, so it's like that. So I would encourage you to figure out how many networking events per day to
Hmm.
achieve your goal. You know,
Okay.
People
Yeah.
grossly underestimate how many networking events you need to do. Like
Right.
I'm probably regularly doing at least three a day. You can look at my YouTube channel. I publish these on my YouTube channel. I
Oh,
re-
is that right?
yeah, I recently restarted it and
Okay.
got um 21 educational videos on about large multifamily, and the rest of the videos are interviews just like this. So I can
Mhm.
remind myself of who I've met and things. It helps. It creates that community as well, because
That's
others
good.
can do the same
Yeah.
and learn who's who in the community and leverage their time that way. So it's really cool.
Absolutely.
Not many people do that though. You look at my figures, my viewing figures are very low, so don't worry. Not everybody in the planet looks at these videos, far from it.
Right.
But
Right.
only that, because to anybody outside of real estate, these are really boring videos. All right.
Oh yeah.
They're not
The people
exciting
in
or
real estate,
entertaining.
though, like, yeah, they're looking for something, some
Yeah,
information,
that's right. I think
some
what we're doing,
motivation.
you see, is it's like a large jigsaw puzzle, and we're all pieces of the puzzle, and we're trying to see where the pieces go, right, and how we
Yeah.
fit in to
Yeah.
the community.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and
You,
then you see
you
the
know
culture starting. Yeah.
what I will say, the business end of it hasn't started for me, but like I said, that is because I decided I was going to take the 6 months off. But one of the things that I can a testament to the community that I can say is that I my wife passed in January. I signed up it for Gator in February, and then
Wow.
I found out about uh, the summit. Oh geez, Squad Up Summit. I
Oh
found
yeah.
out about that in Orlando,
Yeah.
and so I went there, and that was it was still pretty fresh. That was in April, so it was only about 3 months since she passed, and it was a big step for me to put myself out there. Like
Right.
the first
Right.
day we went there, I was walking or in the elevator walking down, and somebody asked me, "Oh, where are you from? You married, kids?" And I just
Oh
started crying.
wow.
And that happened probably like the first 10 people I talked to, that week. And then I kind of went in as a dark room. I sat in the corner by myself. I'm like, I don't want to talk to nobody, and a guy sat next to me. We started talking, same thing. He reached in his pocket, pulled out a tissue. I'm like, okay, I think I'm in the right place here,
Yeah.
um, so from there, though, then I joined Owners Club and then went to Arizona in June. And again, like just having to put myself out there and meet people and talk to people and tell my story. And so and then so it was a little bit easier, and then we went to Montana for Owners Club again for community camp. And it was a little bit easier. So the community, I've met a lot of really good people already. We haven't started doing business and stuff like that, again, because I was on a break, um, but I've been really, really encouraged that there really are good people in this community, and I, I'll have an opportunity to make new friends and meet new people and build a successful career.
Yeah,
And so I mean, it's just given me a lot of hope, and it's really helped me with what I've been going through.
that's
Uh,
wonderful.
Losing
Yeah.
her, it's been almost 9 months now,
Mm,
uh, but so this thing and me for just learning and then kind of having that hope of being able to meet others and
mm.
build relationships and
That's great, James. I'm glad you're finding your feet, and I'm glad you committed the way you did. Going to the events, doing the owners club, which puts you in a higher class, a league of serious real estate investors. Okay, so those are the ones I would concentrate on most and getting to know. So you get to know those people, attend all the meetings you can on
yeah.
Zoom. A lot of it's not so much the knowledge part, it's more the networking. Um, because you could live to be 1,000 years old in real estate and you wouldn't know everything, even if you studied every hour of every day for a
It would
thousand
change
years.
anyway,
Yes,
right?
that's right. It's an ongoing moving target, as you already just pointed out. But even if
Yeah,
it wasn't a moving target, you still couldn't learn everything. You really couldn't. And
right.
so it's really about, as I say, finding your team and getting situated. Finding a certain plant will grow perfectly if it's in the right position, with the sun and the shade and other plants around it, and it's
Right.
like finding the right soil for you, and right position. Yeah. So that's
So I really apologize that I didn't watch that video
Oh,
and
you don't have to apologize. That's just to save time. And I know 15 minutes goes so quick because we have some real conversations on here, which is really cool. But there's no limit to how many calls that you can book with me, So if
yeah.
you like and you do watch the video and then you have some questions, we can book another call and I can answer those questions. I can help you. I've written 3 books now on Amazon. This is one of them, Investing in Large Multifamily. I've
Okay.
also written this one, Demystifying Commercial Real Estate Investing. And my first time round, once you watch the video, you'll understand. I did Cautionary Tales from Real Estate Investing.
Oh,
And
cool.
yeah, with that one, that was my first one. It's only 26 pages, take you probably an hour to read at most. Um, with that one, I can do like a coaching call and we can go dive deep into the what went wrong, dive into the weeds and what we could have done better and things like that. So
Yeah.
there's plenty of lessons to learn from that and perhaps save other people from financial loss and ruin because it was actually went bankrupt through that in 2009. So
Wow.
I've had a very difficult journey too, and I feel a kindred spirit here. You've been through so much as well, but you're very committed. I can tell because you put the money into your real estate education, and you were willing to do that. So that's fantastic. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be more than happy to schedule another time with you. I can go through your the video there and learn a little bit more about your background, but it all fascinates me. Every niche, like you said, you can try to learn as much as you can, you still never will,
yeah, that's right.
Uh,
You can drown in it. Yes,
yeah.
yeah, that's right.
How long have you been involved in the communities?
Uh, Pace joined very early on in Gator, and then because I was an OG, I got into Elite Gator, and so that's well over 2 years now. I've been following Pace over 4 years. I've been in Jerry Norton's educational programs even before Pace, and Brent Daniels as well, even before that. I've done Lee Arnold, I've done Justin Wilmot, I've done so many. I can't
Yep.
even remember them all, you know. Uh,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, I've done surplus funds and foreclosures. I've done sandwich lease options. I've been a real estate agent. I've done it all, you know. But
yeah, yeah.
I still say, and I'm only 63, you still need to live to be 1,000 years old to know it all. So it's all new to me, really.
Yeah,
You
right.
know, start doing
Absolutely.
cold sheets, no money down. That was my first one 22 years ago. So
Yeah. 22
yeah,
years ago,
yeah.
2002.
2001. Yeah, what, 23 years ago, 24? Yeah, however long it is. Anyway,
Yeah, yeah.
time passes too quick.
That's when they barely had internet when we started doing loans. Everything was on paper and
That's right.
changed a
Yeah,
lot now.
that's exactly right. Yeah, that's right, Jay. Well, very good. I've thoroughly enjoyed connecting with you today, James, and
Absolutely.
hope I see you around. So thank you for your time.
Yeah, thanks for your time too. I'll definitely book a call with you, and we still need to figure out. I need to figure out what you do so that we can figure out how to help each other.
That's right. Yes, 15 minutes is way too short. So, I don't charge for any of these calls. So,
Yeah,
so book
we'll
as
talk
many as you
again.
like. Yeah.
All right,
Uh,
awesome, Graham. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right.
All right,
Bye
have a
bye,
good day.
Jim.